far we just have one telegram. All right, Dad, if you want to say your comments. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to turn the speakers on.
All right, you ready for me?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, first part, I was confused, but at one point, basically, when I asked that question, my brain kind of kicked in a bit there.
Let's hear it.
Thank you for the message. You know, I'm still struggling with the book a little bit, so I think once I get that set up here and I'm able to look at the diagrams, I think whenever we do Kabbalah message, the diagrams really help me out, and I did not have a chance to look those up. So I'm still struggling with that a little bit. So hopefully by Thursday, I'm ready to roll on the Facebook aspect of things. So once I can watch the diagram, I think I'll understand a little bit more what's going on. So thank you.
You're very welcome, Brett.
Yeah, your diagrams really help me. So
Thank you.
all right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Susan.
Okay, thank you, Lord. Thank you for the message and all the work you've put into it. The first session, the first message, I thought was very important about the state of the church, and I know that we were all together for the weekend ministry, and we talked in depth about all of this. But I thought it was amazing how God moves, and how and I'm very thankful that I am in a ministry that we're very serious about it, and we're able to discuss different aspects, because there was many things that you saw that I didn't see, and then once you explained it, the understanding came. So I'm very thankful for it, and like I said, I mean, I thought the exhortation that you did, the whole message in session 1 was very good and very needed. And then in session 2, going over the diagrams, it's going to be very interesting. It's because we did this over a span of time to have it all collected together to do a message on each of the diagrams and how they link together with other messages. I think is going to be very beneficial, and so I'm really enjoying it, because I do understand. I do remember when we went over these and other messages, and to just get a refresher in a more in-depth way, I think is very good. So I'm very excited for the rest. Thank you very much.
The first session, like Susan said, I agree, it was very interesting. Even though we had discussions about it and we were present, it was still a really nice, just even more in depth as to what had occurred over the weekend, and understanding what a prophet is versus a gift of prophecy, and going into detail about the correction that the church needs, and that it has to come from a higher level. Mm-hmm. And it is very exciting to see that there is a prophet of God,
yes,
that
God.
is operating, and in the church and local that we can go to when he comes to
once a year
when he comes to this area. So I thought that session was very interesting. And then the second session, the diagrams, like both my dad and Susan said, they definitely always help just break down these abstract concepts. And it's always nice to have another review, just because those concepts are so abstract, especially when you get into the numbers. Yeah. Then that's like I can understand like the world of creation, the God world, and everything like that. I think I have a pretty okay grasp on. But then once you start adding numbers in there, and like the 72 and the 63, and it adds a whole other development of depth, I think. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to have the diagrams illustrating those principles. Yes. And I just also thought it was interesting that you really couldn't talk about LURIAN Kabbalah without bringing Christ into it, because at the end of the day, that bringing Christ is the newer revelation. Yeah. So to go back to it without adding Christ, it would have been very I feel like academic at that point.
Yes.
Almost. So I just thought that was an interesting point, that you tried, but you couldn't do it. Christ had to be in there.
Yeah.
So thank you for the message.
You're welcome.
And let me just check the phone just to make sure.
Nobody's there?
No, that's it.
Okay. Nobody came. Okay.